Pow Wow yo yippee yay guys, it's Pow Wow number 34. Super excited to be with you guys. We're gonna talk about the 6-month anniversary of the Wealth App with a lot of stats, then dive into the beauty of our community. Talk about market news and where the industry heading with a great report we have with Cambridge. And obviously talk about the Wealth App, some stats, and the new roadmap we're gonna be to release. Guys, as you know, my name is Cyrus Fazel. I'm the proud founder and CEO of SwissBorg, always here to serve you. So let's dig into our beautiful birthday of 6 months, the Wealth app. As you guys know, we're now in 107 countries, 18 fiat pairs, 46,000 users, 40 million staked and more, all close to 30 million asset under management, 140,000 exchanges, all of that within the blink of 6 months. This has been amazing ride and I'm so glad that you're part of it. I really want to thank all the premium users and all the users that are using, exchanging, and taking part of the future of the new financial ecosystem that we're all building together. As you guys know, controlling your wealth should be as important as checking on your health on a daily basis. With that being said, verified users, is great to see that the referral has really kicked in and helped us so strongly. We went from few hundred to thousand, now close to 50,000, and we see that exponential curve growing on a daily basis. With that being said, merci aux Français, the Brits as well, thank you very much, grazie mille, tutti genti. Switzerland, I don't want to say Romanche, but we could say merci beaucoup or Dankeschön, viele danke. Jak se máš Polish, guys, and muchas gracias for all the Spanish people who have downloaded the app. It's really great to see that we're really based in Europe and we're growing this European base of digital transformers that are able to take control of their wealth through the Wealth app. In terms of AUM, the breakdown is slightly different as we see that right now it's Switzerland, Great Britain, and France was really taking the lead there. But nevertheless, Netherlands, Germany, and Japan is still in the race. And we're very happy, thanks to you guys, to all the beautiful ambassadors that you are, and people that have been referring and talking to their friends. And if you haven't done that, you know what to do. In terms of number exchanges, I think so this has grown immensely. We're super proud of that. It's really cool. I'm super happy that, since the skyrocket of the CHSB to the new token exchange listing happened, there's a lot of activity there, and all the premiums are obviously realizing that there's a lot to be done within the crypto market. The buy and hold strategy is not always the best in the crypto market, right? So out of these 6 months, 12 different tokens have been listed. And as you guys know, we always do this really in a smart way. We make sure that we do the hard work for you guys. We do the whole due diligence to make sure that project like Engine, like BNB, like Aave, Kyber Network get to be listed as investment opportunities for you guys. Talking about investment opportunities, BNB guys, Binance Smart Chain is growing rapidly. They're launching different stable coins such as the Vi and Venus and whatsoever. These guys are doing yield farming, which is in crazy, insane rates with a very low feature of gas. So if I was you guys, I would buy my stack, fill up my big bag, sorry, of BNB tokens. The roadmap, so much to say, so much to do, and yet we're only 6 months within the launch of the Wealth app. There's yielding program, there's theme-based investments that will be developing. We would like to bring in more staking mechanism, like we guys talked about recently, about how REN could be one way, the dark pools, and how staking could be possible. Those are different things that we're looking at. On your do-it-yourself trading, we're looking at new token listings, ways to boost and have more leverage within the Wealth app. Regarding the CHSB, there's referendums that are on the roadmap. There's yielding as well, account boosters, and we want to offer a next tier of premium like that. More people can get access to great services in a very cheap way, and obviously make them feel part of SwissBorg ecosystem and grow together. In terms of the app, there's marketplace, tax reporting, multi-languages, so much to said, and with the community app, we're gonna have the 2.0 hopefully next year soon. In the news, great videos that has been done. One that explains essentially how to be able to get into SwissBorg ecosystem, but more importantly, how can you feature and earn free tokens through the community app, but as well through the wealth app. Ivan on Tech, the guy we love, has been pushing us so much. He's doing exactly what I just did a few seconds ago to really promote this anniversary of 6 months, and that in a short time with only 70 people, we are providing one of the best wealth app, if not the only wealth app regarding crypto assets, which I think so is great. And last but not least, we have great news that comes from the fact that we were finally in the Swiss German newspaper, which I think so it's really cool to be mentioned there. With other top CEOs, that was the fintech leaders. We are part of the Swiss national fintech team, which is really cool. We'll be participating in the Hong Kong Fintech Week online, and hopefully we'll go there with other pairs. It was really good to meet all of these guys, super smart people, a lot of crypto guys as well, and yeah, I mean, it was really cool to be part of that Swiss national team. Cool people, cool shows. Crypto Night tomorrow night at 9 o'clock, like always. Ruben Mir, CEO of Engrave, he'll talk about hyperinflation, talk about how crypto and stable coins could change lives of everyone, especially in emerging markets. And he'll talk about security and different things about latest trends in crypto. So let's check it out tomorrow night. Top comment of the week, there were too many. Last week we had a full surprise, a lot of comments. I hope this video will drive the same craze of people bringing in that meritocratic way of saying, I want to do this, I want to change our ecosystem, I want to build together, I want to collaborate. And this is a great thing. Frostkill, my hat to you. By the way, you'll get a hat and whatever swag you want, so please send your address. Roadmap, we are too shy on it. We need to provide a way that more guys are updated, not only you guys, but essentially everyone that wants to get into SwissBorg and SHSB token. And for sure, we need to make it interactive. I just got a message by Gavrilo, by the way, which is one of our very brilliant product guy. He's showing ways that could update you about the new ways how we want to implement our roadmap. And I think so it's good to put as well the past performance of what we've been building as well. So for sure we'll do that, and great comment. That's why you got so much likes and why you deserve a swag of SwissBorg swag. Astrakers, same thing that I've been talking for some time. A Visa card will be super cool to people be able to spend. However, it's not a priority yet. Try to convince Anthony for that. We've been talking for that for some time. But as we are really going on the investment path, as you guys understand, the payments will have to wait a bit until we get there. SW4 Beard got premium today. Hands up to you. Super glad you're there. Victor, oi, tudo bem, Victor? I think you got it like always. You're definitely one of our great token holder that I have so much respect from the bottom of my heart. I think so for sure. I mean, you understand the big game. That yield is something that's going to change the wealth app forever. We are at the urge, again, to have that new confidence level that is going to go up the roof and provide something that no one is able to do, providing best crypto money markets investments opportunities. And I think so this is something that will definitely change a lot. Last but not least, Hunan Feria, very nice what you said, kind words, and for sure, we need to bring in more people into premium accounts, no doubt for that, and we need to essentially get to have more products and services, and yeah, more perks and the debit card. That would be really cool, no doubt. But again, focus first on investment, one by one. Don't forget that Amazon, 5 years in a row, we're only a bookstore, electronic bookstore, and then took over the world. That is what we're going to do, but not in the same way, because we're community centric and we want to build a better planet and not a automated planet that's run by a few lords, right? Talking about cool people, Marcus, part of the DEO yesterday, we had a great talk of how this DEO is going to change, and one of it's going to do through this new app, the web version and this and mobile version we're going to have, and how the communication of Telegram is going to migrate to essentially Discord. So really hoping to see a lot of you guys chat on a very constructive level where we could collaborate on ideas and really help each other and give great ideas and have more meaningful talks. Markets, not too sure where we're heading. It looks like it was like last week. The resistance still at 9,196. We're still playing around, and as the markets are a bit sideways a bit, it's still hard to see what is going to happen. However, we should monitor this well and make sure that you are looking at the Cyber Predictor SwissBorg indicator that could give you a better way to trade, to buy or to sell, but as well leverage and deleverage your positions, right? That's something people should do more and more. If you have, like, let's say, I don't know, 0.5 Bitcoin, maybe it's time to say, like, the risk level right now is not too well. Let's go to 0.3, put some cash, keep some Bitcoin there, and then buy more Bitcoin at the same time. Or again, fold your bags of BNB, guys. Talking about markets and news, unfortunately, bad news happened. KuCoin got, an incident of hacking happened. No, if it's internal, external, but these things happen, and lucky enough, the 22 million CHSB tokens that were on KuCoin, they were able to retrieve them and to pass it on to another wallet, because the wallet was essentially hacked from a lot of ERC20 tokens, but they didn't have time to essentially send all the different tokens into different wallets, as it was not done in a very good professional hacking way. What does that mean for you guys to understand? Do not keep your assets on different exchanges besides SwissBorg, right? We have NPC technology. None of these exchanges have it. We do strongly respect KuCoin, and we strongly respect all these different exchanges. But if I were you guys, I would not take that risk, and I would deposit this within SwissBorg. You have just less risk to getting hacked, and that means a lot. When you get hacked, get everything sold. So yeah, please remind yourself that to protect your assets, and one of the best way I know is to bring it on the Wealth app. With that being said, we are going to make the transfer of all the SwissBorg tokens within our MPC framework. So you will see, as of tomorrow, most probably a big amount of volume of transactions of CHSB tokens that will be placed into better shields, and that's good. That's good news for everyone. Like that, we're sure that no one's going to have their hands on our beautiful CHSB tokens. So remind you that don't freak out tomorrow. All will go well. Industry focus. This is great news. It's been now 3 years that the Cambridge is doing great reports on crypto, and it's really done in a smart way. And one of the great stats to take out of it, we were only at 35 million users in 2018, and now we are actually at 101 million. So that's 3 times the amount of users, which is great. It's like the users on the Wealth app, right? It just grows, or on the community app, just grows, exponentially, because that's what great technology does. And we see that exactly same for right now the crypto holders. So that means most probably 2-3 years from now, we'll probably be at, like from 100 to 300 million, or 2 years maybe. But then probably we're going to, or even more, probably like 500 million in 2 years from now. And then, in 5 years, we're probably going to be at 3 billion. And, 8-10 years, we'll probably be 100%. So it really shows these exponential growth to most great technologies and how it's perceived, right? It's like, you thought about, Facebook in 2007 when, there was maybe only like 50 million people on it, and then, 3 years later it's like 2 billion, right? Or, 7 years later. These exponential growth to great technology and great products just grow well, and this is great. Other things, though, is that only 40% of these companies today are regulated, which is not our case. We're regulated in Estonia. We're regulated here in Switzerland through VQF, which is the most prestigious self-regulated organization in Switzerland. And we're looking for different licenses, obviously. I think so. This has to be that people should be considered, right? If you're depositing your assets on different platforms, are you sure that you've made the due diligence that these guys are legit or not? And that has a lot to do if, for example, you get hacked. Well, what are these exchanges going to do? If they're not regulated, probably could do whatever they want. I think so. Other things to be taken into consideration is that how crypto is used, and so far we see that in a lot of emerging markets besides Africa, there's not so much crypto to fiat. A lot of goes from crypto to stable coins. Besides Africa, which has a lot of fiat usage, probably because it's used as means of payments. And we are glad that we're tapping those three markets, right? And into crypto, we as well into fiat crypto assets, and from fiat to fiat. And I think so this is something very interesting that we could really provide and different. Now regarding more the all these different exchanges, they believe that the biggest burden right now is the security hacking, this that everyone knows, and that's why we went with the best guys. I think so the regulatory burden for us is not a massive burden. I think so it does take time, but it's as it is. And fraud, we're always on top of that, and that's normal. Now we're talking about mining a bit. The reason we're talking about mining is that few actually of our token holders are big miners, right? And they're obviously premium. They have a big amount of CHSB tokens, and we're looking at this more as a cultural thing. Well, we see at the end actually 1/3 of miners are actually now here in Europe, which is actually a very big amount of people. And why we're talking about this is that there's more and more ways to provide derivatives to essentially hedge your exposure into with bitcoins or with different ether, what sort of difference you want. But there's as well different derivatives that goes with hashing rate and ways that you could really be able to mine and compound your investments in a very smooth way. So our thoughts right now in the research lab, the financial team, we're trying to find different products for you guys, and we're testing these new ways that you could potentially rent units of mining, and that could have really like a credit perspective, right? Where you could essentially, with these derivatives, with the hash rate and difficulty of it, you could hedge it there, and you could hedge as well the underlying and just provide like a very, coupon that could be a streamline of compounding income and with a very low tail risk. So we're trying to bring in different things. I think they are very interesting. At the same time, we want to provide a lot of investment opportunities for the miners as well to cover essentially them, and we could provide that service as SwissBorg. So I don't know, what's your thoughts? Would that be something you'd be interested to take part in? Please let us know and comment here. I'll be very happy to answer. Last but not least, this again is sold really the breakdown of miners, how they essentially manage their underlines so far. Last but not least, in this research, what I really liked about this research is the fact that stable coins and staking is really what people look at the most. What are the future developments? And we're already there, right? With the staking of CHSB and staking of Fulton, maybe protocols that we'll bring in. And DeFi, and we believe that DeFi is so great and so big because it's going to be the way where we could provide a different financial ecosystem powered by peer-to-peer actions. And right now what we're building, as you saw last week, it's the best way of bringing crypto money market strategies for you guys. We're just providing these Again, compounding yield with a very low risk that is really extremely well managed through the smart engine and through our Oracle as well, that really risks different, that takes different risk parameters and that rates it. And based on that, it provides best investment decisions for that. And this is where you're going to take action there. Is just, I think so, it's amazing. You guys will be able, in a few clicks, to get access to best DeFi investment solutions. And I'm super excited about that. That's really going to be a big game changer, and Victor is totally up 100% right on that. All these flags, what does that mean? Multi-fiat is in the house. Super excited there. You're finally going to be able to deposit in whatever fiat you want and, you know, send fiat into any other bank account. So this is super cool. It's going to provide such a better user experience. Only one in the games be able to do that. And while we're doing that, because we believe that wealth is not about only crypto, it's about fiat as well. If you want to invest into Swiss francs, if you want to deposit in euros, if you want to go in Hong Kong dollars or in ZAR or whatever is your local currency or currencies, I think so it's something to be part of. And, you know, right now, you know, maybe you don't realize that, but Swiss franc to dollar in the last 9 months lost 10%. And 10%, that's a lot, okay? So maybe some Swiss people, you know, want to buy some dollar, right? And that's a good way to be able to deposit dollars or, you know, send euros or whatever you feel like. So I'm very excited, and this could be launched extremely soon. Stats, so you know, close to 50,000 people. I hope next week we'll get to 50,000. 32 million assets under management, which is good. 5 million in volume. We're a bit shy there. I think we can do much better next week. The price of SwissBorg token, which lowered down obviously the total asset under management, has a really good effect though. We see here that a lot of people, more than the other months, have more and more premium. So that brings that as well, that the fact that it's lower price, it's easier to get into premium, right? If it's like 14 cents, 50,000 CHSB tokens, you know, that's like $7,000, right? So I think so, at least that has a good effect to it. Is bringing in great smart people to be premium, to lock that for 1 year, get great access to great services, and at the same time make a great investment to buy, you know, our token at 6, 7, 8 cents, right? Last but not least, 41 million CHSB tokens, and we need to get to 50. Okay, we need to get to 50 hopefully very soon. As you guys know, it's always a great pleasure to do this. You know, we really had a fun time. I really had a fun time, at least, you know, where we dig into the 6-month anniversary. We have a great report on our website. Check it out if you want more stats there. You know, I really think that, you know, this industry as well is heading towards something really interesting, having more players we're growing as a SwissBorg ecosystem, and by making, you know, by decentralizing wealth management and bringing very soon, you know, this multi-fiat, then this DeFi, and more and more and more. I'm just glad, like always, and you know, I'm hyped. I'm super happy, and like always, I'm your proud founder, guys, and always here to protect you and serve you at any time. With my deep of my heart, thank you so much, and wish you a great day and a great life. Bye, guys.